Hey everyone, Nicole here, and today I just wanted to do a video over some of my favorite makeup products at the moment. So I'll kind of be going over my everyday products, things that I am constantly reaching for and find that I use the most often during this past couple months. And let's just get right into the video. For foundation, I find myself switching between two favorites right now. The first is my favorite Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation, and this is in the color 2.5. I love this foundation. It's super watery, but it gives a nice coverage. I'm actually wearing it on the skin today. It lays super nicely and blends out super well, and overall just one of my favorite foundations. Another one I found at the drugstore, and it has surprised me in so many ways, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in color 202, and this is just a gorgeous, again, it's a little bit watery, but it blends out beautifully on the skin and gives a nice coverage, as well as it does give a little bit of that glow sheen effect to the skin, making you look a little bit more dewy and put together. And I absolutely love this foundation, and it's a very budget-friendly option if you're just getting into makeup. Super nice. My two favorite concealers at the moment are both high-end. This first one is by Smashbox, and this is the Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer in the color Light Neutral. This was kind of a surprise to me. I went in looking for a spot treatment concealer, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to buy, and I just went on a whim and bought it, and it has become one of my favorite spot treatment concealers. The second one has been my favorite for a long time. I don't know if I'll ever stop using this, but this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light. This coverage is amazing, and the brush is super unique. It is so big, and it has a little divot in it to kind of hold the product. I use this on my under eyes pretty much every day, and it is gorgeous finish. It goes on so smooth, blends out so nicely, will continue to be one of my favorite concealers I've ever bought. For face powder, tried and true, my Maybelline Fit Me powder in color 110. This has been my favorite. I don't think I've stopped using Maybelline powder in years. This is just great quality powder, gives you matte all day, super nice. As far as bronzers go, I have two that I use on a daily basis. This first one is by Sunflower, and it's the Illuminating Bronzing Powder in Sunkissed. I did get this on clearance, so I don't know if it's available anymore, but if you can find it, it is a great bronzer. I use this one first, and then I go in over top with Benefit's Hula Bronzer. This is forever one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful color and gives such a nice tan look to the skin without looking too orange or too bronze or too shimmery. It just gives a perfect look to my skin tone. For blushes, one of my favorites right now is the Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighten and Honeysuckle. I think I got this during an Ulta sale, like during their 21 Days of Beauty or something. It is such a gorgeous color, and it looks kind of crazy in the pan because it's a bunch of different colors, but when you swatch it, it just gives such a beautiful bronze, peachy look to the skin and makes it look super nice, and kind of goes, I like this color because it blends in super nicely with the bronzer and gives your cheeks a little bit more of a continuous color versus brown, pink, highlight. It gives more of a continuous flow up the face. Highlighters, I have two favorites right now, both from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I am obsessed with his highlighters. They work so beautifully. They're such big pans. Look at how big these pans are. They're freaking huge, and the colors are just gorgeous on the skin. They are not too glittery, but they do give a lot of shine. If you use them wet, it's incredible. This one is in the color Eclipse. This is the collaboration he did with Manny MUA. Use this one almost every day. And then another one, if I'm feeling fancy, is this one is in Siberian Gold, and this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. You can kind of see the gold tints, but this is just a lighter gold color he released more recently to kind of complement lighter skin tones. For eyeshadow recently, I've either been reaching for a single eyeshadow or a big palette. So for my single eyeshadow, it's very loved. I've hit pan on it and you can't even see the label anymore. But this is the ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in Tote. and it is such a beautiful brown shade. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. It has a little bit of orange in it, a little bit of brown, and it just looks very beautiful on its own. I find I don't even wear a different lid color shade with it. It just blends so nicely into the eyes. And if I'm not feeling a single eyeshadow, I find myself reaching for this palette the most. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So gorgeous. I am obsessed with these brown and red shades in here. They're just so pigmented, so creamy. They blend out so nicely. This was another palette I was kind of on the edge of buying, but I used my $17.50 off at Ulta and got it for like half the price. And I am super glad I invested in this palette. I use this pretty much every day, and it's just beautiful on the eyes overall. So for eyeliner and mascara, I find that I'm constantly changing them out because they do expire, and you do want to change them and make sure they're good because they're going so close to your eyes. I find I keep rebuying this liquid eyeliner by Maybelline. This is just the Master Precise in black. Super good quality, super black, but I find I do have to change it out a little bit more often than I wish I had to, but it works so well and just a favorite. I keep rebuying it. So for lashes, I'm constantly trying new mascaras. I switch a lot between high-end and drugstore, and right now I have a combination of both. So this first one I use on my top lashes. This is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara, and this has a super fine wand with a bunch of bristles, but they're kind of swirled in kind of a spiral formation, and this is super good. It says volumizing, but I think it's more of a lengthening. So I put this on my upper lashes first, and then after that dries, I go over with the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Mango mascara, and this is such a beautiful drugstore mascara. The wand is super flimsy and the bristles are super thick, so you do get a very thick coat of mascara, and it almost is on the brink of being clumpy, but everyone has a personal preference, but I kind of like the look of a little bit of clumpy lash, so that is also one of my favorite mascaras. And then for bottom, this one has been very loved. As you can see, the label has also pretty much rubbed off of this one. This is Maybelline the Rocket in a waterproof formulation. Rocket is such a great mascara. If you are looking for a good drugstore mascara, this one will not let you down. I love it. I use it on my bottom lashes because I always like to use waterproof on the bottom, just because then if you cry throughout the day or you sweat, then it just helps the staying power a little bit on your lower lashes, and you're not going to get huge raccoon eyes on the bottom, which is always a plus. For brows and lipstick, I find myself constantly saying with the same thing. So for brows, I have not changed my preference. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama in soft brown. A beautiful brow gel. It's just tinted. I don't like to fill my eyebrows in because they're already kind of awkwardly shaped because I plucked them so much when I was little. But now I find that just brow gelling them over is the best thing for me. Not filling them in, making them look like Sharpies, and so brow gel it is, and that's my favorite. For lipstick, I find myself reaching for this one the most. I like nude lipsticks the best. I find myself gravitating towards them, or no lipstick at all. I am very slow to the bold trend. It's just hard for me to get into that. But my favorite will forever be Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in Mannequin. This is what I'm wearing on my lips today. It's such a beautiful nude color. It has those brown undertones while being a little bit pink on my skin tone, and it dries down super matte, and it doesn't move throughout the day, but it's not uncomfortable either. I find sometimes I have a lot of Kylie liquid lips, and those set a little bit dry on the lips, and I find at the end of the day I have to get it off myself. I have to moisturize my lips. But with Jeffree Star's, they keep me moisturized. They're not sticky. They're just moisturizing enough where it's not uncomfortable throughout the day, and they don't move at all, which is so nice. And they are super affordable, $18 a tube. Or my recommendation, he came out with a set called The Nudes, and it's all of his nude lipsticks in mini formulations. So I ordered it and I'm obsessed with them. These are just a couple that I brought home with me during this holiday. Super beautiful shades, all nude, so gorgeous on the face and the lips, and they sit so nicely. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and you know what to do. Subscribe down below and make my heart so very happy, and I hope you all have a great day. See you later.